Welcome back to another episode of Coffee and Calls. I'm your host, Dawson,
I'm Josh.
and today with us is guest star Ryan Gagnard.
Mr. Ryan Gagnard started in the fire service in 2016, and he went to Winfield in 2018 and is a captain, serving as a captain right now. Anything you want to add to that?
Nothing really, honestly.
Sweet. So, Josh, what we got in our cups today?
So, once again, it's not a coffee ad, but
Might as well be.
Not a
Honestly.
coffee ad.
Bo's Coffee Company. Again, we've been drinking a lot of that lately. But Megalodonut. Megalodonut. It's take a plunge into the depths of delight with the Megalodonut, luscious vanilla custard, and a velvety chocolate frosting. And you can taste all that.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can definitely taste the cream and the chocolate on the aftertaste.
Yeah, I kind of said before we got started, it's like if you leave a box of chocolate donuts out all day and you go get one for like a midnight snack, that's what it kind of tastes like.
It's definitely better than the cotton candy. I will say.
Look, being this close to the police department, though, we can't leave a box of donuts out like that.
No,
It won't last long around here.
no, especially not with some former employees.
Man, I'm telling you.
He would devour it.
Telling you.
So, July 4th. It's probably this episode is gonna be released the week of July 4th. We got some American facts, or have to do with America.
250 years.
Huh?
250
It's
years.
the 250th.
year.
Yep.
Coffee came to America in the 17th century, and the first coffee house was opened in Boston in 1689. But when the British put the tax on tea, people pretty much, you had the Boston Tea Party, throw all the tea in the harbor. They switched drinking coffee, and that's where we are today.
Interesting facts.
Also,
Yeah.
the Boston Tea Party was partially planned in a coffee shop.
Really?
So,
Interesting.
drinking coffee just might start a rebellion.
Telling you.
250 years of it.
At last, yeah. Dude, it's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Really, though, like you think about it, that's not very old for a country.
It's really not.
I mean, we're probably one of the last ones. Well, no,
Well, but you look at, like...
one of the last ones ever created.
Well, yeah.
Because Europe was started, Asia is old as dirt. The only one I can think of being formed after us was
1948.
Huh?
Israel was formed in 1948.
Well, I was thinking of Bosnia Herzegovina, but it was actually Bosnia and another country, and they kind of combined.
Yeah.
Or maybe they were together as Bosnia Herzegovina, and they separated.
I don't remember.
I don't either. My brain ain't
I need
working.
to go back to school.
You were homeschooled. You never started.
Bro.
Oh, man.
Joshua, you better take your PJs off before you come to class.
Dude,
Got him.
it's wonderful. It was a wonderful time.
Must be nice.
All right.
Was nice. Work a full-time job, do school.
I'd rather work a full-time job than go to school.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I did both. So,
Oh, man.
yeah, it was a little rough there for a little bit. But, all right, so you're a shift partner. I kind of know, but what's your go-to? And you can talk about. Everybody's talking about energy drinks currently.
Well, energy drinks are not the greatest for you, but
What's that go-to coffee?
that go-to coffee for me is
Or
going to have to
caffeine.
be Community, the dark roast, express blend,
The dark and bold.
dark and bold.
is-
Yeah,
That's
That
pretty
is
good.
one community coffee that I will
it is. It's solid.
absolutely love it.
Hey, Josh. Before
Second.
we get too deep in this,
Go
your
ahead.
mic's muted.
Oh no. Good night.
I mean, Ryan's been picking you up, so you're fine. But
Yeah, my gain's turned up pretty high. But secondary coffee, believe it or not, McDonald's coffee.
yeah,
McDonald's coffee is pretty
It's-
solid.
that's slept on.
For the price.
It really is.
For the price, it is good.
Without having to go to McDonald's and getting the can at Walmart,
Mm-hmm.
solid coffee. Energy drink wise,
Anything goes.
You name it, I've probably drank them. Honestly, terrible for you. Yeah, we know, but that's the one things that keep you going on these sleepless nights when you run calls all night long,
Yeah.
which tends to happen every shift now.
Yeah.
Now let me ask y'all this. I was debating this with some of my friends.
That's scary.
When you're sitting on the porch in the morning,
Wait, you have friends?
I do. What are you? I guess no, you're not really. You're a business partner.
I'm
A
your
business
dad.
partner.
So you're sitting on the porch.
Mhm.
It's not the same vibe if you have like a white monster versus a cup of coffee, right?
I
Am
give
I
you
right?
that. There's sometimes I want something hot to drink, and you drink a cold energy drink, and it's like, this ain't right.
I will say too, like in my devotions, I definitely feel closer to God if I'm drinking coffee than an energy drink.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, yeah.
Just kidding. But
I
yeah.
understand that.
From the ground to the heavens.
On cold mornings, a hot cup of coffee is really great. On a cold, relaxing morning, but on the hot days, that
And
ice cold energy drink,
how do you make your
hits.
it
coffee?
hits. How do I make my coffee?
Yeah. We kind of talked about this before, but what was because everybody makes like my grandparents straight black, and my grandpa puts like 2-3 grains of sugar in his. So
Yeah, I've tried black. It had kind of grown on me for a while, but then I kind of went back to what my grandpa used to do a long time ago. It's gonna be at least 3 creams and 2 sugars. It makes your coffee a little sweeter,
Yeah.
but it's well worth it.
Yeah, I remember when you and Jimmy were working together, it's like it was abnormal to come in here and y'all weren't drinking black coffee.
Man, I'm telling you, it's what keeps you going,
Yeah.
honestly.
well, sometimes you just want to say you're mad at something, you just want that bitter taste and just like bring the monster out.
I'm not for sure about that. I'm not
Sometimes
for
you gotta
sure
leave your
about that.
demons inside.
I mean, yeah, that caffeine kind of pushes all that down.
I know, but black coffee is kind of like a different breed.
It is, and I believe every one of those old timers that say it'll put some hair on your chest.
Yeah.
Well, we were just talking about the previous, they used to drink chicory too.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
That's terrible.
it's Dawson said
it's bitter.
it tastes like,
Cigarette ashes.
and you dump it in your mouth.
It's
Yeah.
it's bitter.
It's terrible.
I've never tried it, so I can't speak on it.
It's definitely bitter.
But anyway,
So, what you've been doing this for 10 plus years, uh, obviously you've probably watched and read and looked at a lot of material on a daily basis, whether it's a funny video or an informational video. What is something that you've watched or read recently that has really stuck out to you and you bring it with you?
Recently, uh, I'd probably say recently, and it's probably been spoken on before, but it would have to be that FDIC entrance speech
Oh, yeah.
with Chief Rhodes. Honestly, that spoke out and that said a lot for the fire service that we're into today, right
Mm-hmm.
now, and the cultural that it's bringing itself to.
Oh, yeah.
Things are changing, as everything. Most
Mm-hmm.
firemen don't like change, but some changes can be good.
Yeah. Kind of comes with the job.
Absolutely,
Has
it,
to.
it definitely comes with the territory.
It,
I mean, they used to fight fire with booster reels, and now most chiefs, if you pull a booster reel, they're going to cuss you out.
Absolutely,
But,
used to not have SCBA either.
that is true.
Hold your breath and
Honestly,
wet your mustache.
no, honestly, yeah, it was wet your mustache, and they actually had a sponge.
mm-hmm.
You put the sponge in the bucket, soak up the water with the sponge, and put it in your mouth.
So that they say fire, and it is. Hotter, it's worse for you. But even still, I- you had to be a man, honestly,
Oh yeah,
probably
absolutely.
running in there and in your hip boots and
Honestly, though, when it's your job, it's your job.
Yeah.
If that's something that you have signed up to do, then
Well, I mean,
mom, dad, little kids in the house, you got to go do what you got to do.
if you go back to the roots of it, technically they didn't sign up for it. All the Irish immigrants were forced to do it.
go back
It's the
to
only job they could get.
the Roman Empire.
The Roman Empire is the ones that actually started it,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's
It
how
wasn't slaves, was it, that they made do that? Was it citizens?
it was
Yeah, it was
citizens.
volunteers, pretty much.
It's
Volunteers.
basically citizens, and that's how the Roman Empire became so big. Because if your house was on fire, they basically went out there and said, "Well, we'll buy your land, we'll buy your house for this much, and then we'll put the fire out."
Yeah.
That's basically how they acquired most of their land. And
Josh,
if not, They just let it burn to the ground.
Do you know who started the volunteer fire service in America?
I believe it was Benjamin
Yeah.
Franklin.
Yeah.
And it first one was in Boston. Or was that the first paid department? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Boston was the first paid department. The first ever fire department was Jamestown Colony.
So y'all have probably seen that there's a movie about and it's in based in New York and you got a bunch of different gangs,
The gangs of New York.
the gangs in New York.
Yeah. You
And
watch movies?
there's no. There's a certain part in there though, and I had to
You
read on
lied
this
to us
because
this whole time.
Cassidy was telling me this, but they would show up. Y'all had a bunch of different fire departments
Yeah,
in there,
yeah.
and they would show up, and they would just go to fighting each other for the house.
Yeah.
Some of them would cover the hydrants up, so the other people, it's great.
But that's only if they had the insurance
Crazy.
plaque on the outside of the house.
True.
Well, that's where your hook and ladder comes from.
Yep. Yeah.
And the plug.
I
Yeah.
had to look that up.
Well,
I was reading that. It's like,
Technically, catching the plug was because all your water mains were wooden,
Yeah. They
They'd
would
drill
into
'em.
it,
and then that's how they would get their water with their
Yep.
buckets.
and then they would plug it.
And then they would plug it with a wooden cord.
So they had to come back.
Yep. And that's where the term catch a plug came from.
like, can you imagine that? Say it's us and the parish, and we show up first, and then parish or in Rapides, you could say
Whew.
DeVille's got a fire, and then Ruby shows up, and
I, I mean, there's technically still a fight.
I mean, there is a
Everybody wants to
fight.
go inside.
Nobody, yeah. Nobody wants to go to the hydrant.
It's more
Everybody
civil.
wants to go straight inside.
it's more civil now.
I mean, it was pretty bad. One of the first structure fires there that I was command, I had Barry and Wes as two fire chiefs with triple the experience I got, and they're suited up in gear, wanting to go fight
Yeah,
fire.
they're
And I'm sitting
fighting
there running
fire.
command. I put Barry and oh man, what's the old volunteer over there? Buddy,
Which one?
Buddy.
No, Buddy's really not that old. It's probably Sam.
It was one that had a beard, white beard.
White beard. That might be Buddy. Is it kind of cleaned up?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, it was,
that would be Buddy.
he had turnout gear on and was on a ladder on the roof.
Yeah, that would be Buddy.
Yeah.
I don't think Sam would be on the roof.
No. No. I don't think he came to that one.
Probably not.
I can't remember. That was a while back. That was back in January. I know Barry and Buddy and somebody else came. Maybe it was Sam.
I'm trying to
I
think.
mean, not
of it.
Sam. Greg.
Oh, yeah, probably. But Greg doesn't have a beard.
No. But yeah.
So, what is the short version, or what got you pulled into the fire service? And was there a moment that you were like, you know what, I'm gonna do this?
All right, so I'm gonna be completely honest. I was not looking to go into the fire service whatsoever. My dad was a sheriff's deputy. He'd been a sheriff's deputy all my life. So I knew the ins and outs of sheriff, police, that little orange Bible that they call it. I was gonna go be that, but the girl I was dating at the time, her family was basically like, "We're not gonna have a cop in our family." So they were like, "Have you ever thought about the fire department?"
Yeah.
Like, it'd be great for you. You sit around, you do nothing, and
Yeah, get paid for
you'd
it.
enjoy it. I was like, "Hold on now, what are you trying to say?" Long story short, fire academy came up. I went ahead and applied, got into it, and absolutely fell in love with the fireside. Never had done it a day before in my life before that. Never volunteered before that because I'd always been told from paid departments that volunteers, they looked down to them at that point in time.
Yeah.
So I didn't volunteer at my community, which little did I know I was missing out on a lot of experience. Yeah, volunteer can be bad. Volunteer can be, they can teach you wrong.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things that you can learn nowadays as a volunteer
Oh,
that can
absolutely.
teach you and further your progression in this career.
There was
Especially at your little department in DeVille. I
Oh
mean,
man,
that's-
the way Chiefs got that set up now, it's basically it's a volunteer department, and I am blessed definitely
Mhm.
because on some structure calls, we got at least 20 volunteers. Can you
Jeez.
tell me anywhere else where you probably have 20 volunteers that actually willingly show up, volunteer?
Mm,
Yeah, we pay per call, but still,
yeah.
you'd be on that call for 4 or 5 hours.
Oh yeah.
We not only have firefighters, we have support staff. Our
Mhm.
support staff is hands down excellent.
Yeah.
They'll go around, they'll document, they'll be chief scribes, eyes and ears. They'll actually pick up hoses, catch
Yeah.
hydrants.
I mean,
Support staff they keep us rolling.
I went to a structure fire there early on in my Rapides days, and I mean that's the first department I ever seen when I walked up. They actually asked for an accountability tag in my name.
Oh, that's a big thing. Accountability is a big thing.
Yeah.
A lot of departments kind of they slack
It is.
on it.
It's
Yeah.
hard. It's hard to find
It's hard to
all
do.
vol. I'm not gonna talk down about volunteers. What they do is a very heroic. That's good. They're not getting well. A lot of them weren't getting paid
Or not paid enough.
or not paid enough.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there are some, and we all know some. They just want it for the lights, want that title for the lights in the
Oh yeah.
truck, and you never see them again.
Or the license plate to put on
The
your truck so
license
you can
plates.
run your lights and sirens.
But to find a good department where the volunteers are showing up and
Hmm.
proactive, that's
I
you
mean,
can't.
at Ruby, we just started. Well, I don't even think we started paying yet, but like I think in July we're going to start paying. Up until then, it was strictly volunteer.
Look, we run probably 87% medical, but
Yeah.
we do run a lot of fires.
Y'all still get a good volunteer response on some of the medicals.
Some of our medicals, even though Pafford has been in Rapids Parish since they took over, most of their response times are less than 10 to 15 minutes
Oh
from a
yeah.
call.
Hmm.
So even with that being said, we still have volunteers show up. We'll have
Hmm.
8 people on a medical call.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes we'll have to turn them away. We'll be like, look, man, we
We're
really don't
good.
need you.
Yeah.
Pafford's right here. We're good. We appreciate it though.
Mm.
Thank you for your time and thank you for coming out and wanting to volunteer.
Now, how do y'all do that for medical pay?
For medical pay, it's $15 per medical,
To
and then
anybody that comes?
yeah, well, you have to be at least EMR certified,
Wow. Yeah.
and then for structure fires, you get paid 25 a structure fire, but you have to pull a hand line. Booster reels do not count, so grass
Hmm.
fires and everything is still $15, just like your medicals.
Dang.
Car fire, if you pull a booster reel
Mm-hmm.
and you don't pull a hand line, technically they don't classify that as a structure fire. Of course, because it's a vehicle
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
So you still get paid $15. Regardless of it, though, people don't get paid a lot, but
Mm.
they still show up.
Yeah.
So I'm very proud of our community and our volunteers.
So our the way we're doing our pay scale is the first volunteer that shows up gets paid $10, I think, for a medical. If it's a code or a lift assist, then all the volunteers get paid. Um, and then for the fires and wrecks, we pay on a scale based on their training.
Okay.
So we have task books. Level one is basically a pumper, someone who just sits at the pump. Level two is more of a support, bringing tools in and out.
I know
Level
exactly what
three
you're talking
is
about.
in or exterior firefighting, and then
Level
level
4
four
is
is
interior
interior.
firefighting.
Yeah, and it's like I think it goes 10, 15, 20, and then 35 for
It's
your
not
level.
bad. We
No.
do we do run the task books. We do run the levels
Mm-hmm.
because we do have volunteers that sometimes they may be the only ones on scene.
Mm-hmm.
And when other people show up, there may not be a guy on scene that is Fire 1 or Fire 2
Yeah.
certified to make entry.
Yeah.
But as long as you've completed your task book up to this level and you are qualified and been
Yeah.
signed off by the chief slash assistant chief,
Mm-hmm.
then you can make entry if you have the gear. But 2 in, 2 out
Yeah.
when you can.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
When you can.
We ain't bring that
When,
up.
yeah,
No,
I
we're
ain't,
we'll
I
not
ain't
going
talk
gonna
to.
about
harass
We're
that.
you
not
this
going to talk
time.
about it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna harass you.
Let's not get into that.
So,
Let's just say the floor is lava in the ceiling, and I suck at that game.
um, so again, you've been in here in the fire service for a while. What's a couple calls or just one call that's really stuck out to you, whether it's been humorous or bad or just something that's just stuck with you, whatever it is.
my my one call that stuck with me actually came before I even got in. Well, I got into the fire service, got out
Mm,
because I fell in love with the fire side.
mm,
Found out firefighters run about 80 something percent medical.
yeah.
I hated medicals with a passion.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, if I'm going to make a career out of this and make it to the drop and do my 33 years,
Yeah.
I'm going to have to learn how to love medical. So when I left the fire side, I joined Acadian Ambulance when they were in Rapids
Yeah.
Parish.
Mm-hmm.
I worked with them for 6 to 8 months. I learned to fall in love with the medical side. I learned to fall in love with patient care and compassion for people out
Mm-hmm.
there. And once I fell in love with that, I was equally in love with fire and medical. and my career goal at the end is to be a firefighter paramedic.
Yeah.
I want to be a firefighter paramedic and a part-time flight medic.
Ooh, yeah.
That is my ultimate end goal.
Yeah.
Whether we'll get
Money's
there or not, we'll see. But that is a goal of mine. But my call came when I was working for Acadian.
mm-hmm.
It was 5:45 in the morning. I was going to the truck to make a transfer with the other crew.
Mm-hmm.
My paramedic happened to get there right when I got there, and
Yeah.
shift change technically wasn't until 6:15.
Yeah.
But we're both there at 5:45, proactive, checking the truck off, and a call comes in, and it's a pediatric unresponsive. So we go ahead and we take that call. The other
Mm-hmm.
truck stays there, and sure enough, we called for them to come. They
Mm-hmm.
rolled, so there's four of us going to this call.
That's nice.
We get on scene, and it's a call that sticks with me because one, it was pediatric,
Mm-hmm.
because technically they don't really get to live their life out.
Mm.
Now geriatrics, I understand because hopefully they've lived a
Yeah.
good life because they've had
Yeah.
the opportunity to, or at least
Unfortunately, you have to
yeah.
look at it like that sometimes.
Unfortunately, that's the way that you have to see things because if you
Mm-hmm.
don't, this job will eat you out from the inside,
Oh yeah. Well, ain't quick.
We'll
and
get
very
into
much
that.
so. You'll get burnt out real fast.
Yeah.
But we arrived on scene, found the pediatric. It was a special needs kid,
Mm-hmm.
G2 trach. Kid had aspirated on his feeding overnight.
Ooh.
Mom and dad woke up, found him not breathing. Um, we won't go into details of what all was there, but that was the one call after an hour almost, if not more, of CPR and life saving measures that we got nothing back. It's normal when you hear a mom cry for their kid
Mhm.
because that's a
Mm.
mother.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Motherly
Yeah.
instincts is to cry for their kids and ask for them. But when you hear a dad drop to his knees and have that ear piercing scream saying, "This is my baby, this is my baby," it does something to you as a man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because it's something you never see. You never see a father cry
Mm-hmm.
because we've always been told
Men
if a
don't
man
cry.
cry,
Yeah. Yeah.
then you're weak, which that's not true at all.
No.
Sometimes you got to let your emotions out and you got to
Yeah.
show people that you do have a heart in this job.
Mm-hmm.
Long story short, though, I walked out of that room and knowing that I shouldn't have because I did everything I could.
Yeah.
I walked out of that room feeling like the biggest failure I have ever felt like in my entire life.
Oh yeah.
I did everything I could, yet the outcome was totally nothing changed from the time when we got there. Um, it tore me down. It broke me. I had nightmares over it. Eventually, it started to fade. I
Mm-hmm.
talked to people about it, and that's when I started kind of getting it out. But that was the one call so far in my career that has stuck out to me.
So we'll talk about the burnout and the aftermath here in a minute. But how are you're going into a call like that, and you see the kid? What kind of emotions are you feeling? What are you thinking? Um, just how are you going about it?
Honestly, I'm going to sound really cold hearted right now because when I go into a call,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of the call,
Hmm.
I'm basically emotionless.
Yeah.
I'm not showing any emotion because family can feed off of that and they can sense that
Mm-hmm.
you're either nervous, you're scared, or this is a call that may change your career forever.
Yeah.
You got to go into it with the mindset of I have worked my butt off, I've
Mm-hmm.
trained, this is what my training has came down to.
Yep.
I'm about to put it into action, and that's all you can say at the end of the day. If you've done what you were taught to do and nothing comes out different, then you've done everything that you were expected to do.
Yeah. Way I had to start viewing it is, and again, it sounds heartless, but it's not my family, so it shouldn't affect me. And I will say it's kind of helped me, but I mean it's very heartless and cold to say, but it works. I mean everybody has different stuff that sticks with them, how they handle stuff, coping mechanisms. Um, but
Absolutely.
And so you said you talk to people. Is that how you found the best way for? Because everybody handles stuff like that differently. Um, is that the best way that you found to help you with that, or have you found other ways? What's one of the? How do you handle stuff like that?
I found that that was probably the best way. The way I was handling it before was pushing it all down,
Oh yeah.
like everybody says.
mm-hmm.
Stomp on it. Don't let that stuff come up. Sometimes though, when it comes up, even if you're not married, or if you are married, or if you have a girlfriend or don't have a girlfriend, no matter what, it will affect you in life.
Oh
If you don't talk about it, get it out, or at least find you a punching bag, go run, do
yeah,
something. But
video
I
games.
found that that doesn't work very well either.
So
I mean, yeah, it keeps you in shape.
yeah.
Gives you that motivation without having
Mm-hmm.
to drink more caffeine or coffee. But to talk about it with somebody else that's experienced similar experiences
mm-hmm.
and to hear what they're going through,
Yep.
you'd be very surprised to talk to somebody and see what they're actually going through. That's
Oh
why
yeah.
I try to go through every day, smile, be courteous, be kind,
Mm-hmm.
because honestly, you never know when it's somebody's last day or what their day is going to insist and entail of and
Yep.
what they plan on doing at the end of it.
Oh yeah.
I,
I will say with pushing stuff down. So when I went through my chaplain program, the uh, I don't know what you call it, but the analogy they used was like a trash can. And eventually, you can keep pushing it down, but eventually your trash can is going to overfill once it gets so full. So regularly, you need to empty it and let it out. And whatever your coping mechanism is, like you said, punching bag, exercise, video games, talking about it, whatever it is. I know one of mine is video games. Pretty much a lot of the time that I'm off, that's what I'm doing is playing video games or something just to release it. But
I mean, video games is a really good way to escape reality
oh yeah.
in terms of how video games are nowadays. And
Mm-hmm.
but let's be honest with ourselves. Sometimes we go home and we play the same video games
Yep.
over and over again, but we also play the video games in the same career of what we do.
Yeah.
And we run the same call sometimes on the
Yeah.
video games.
yep.
Well, I don't know.
So,
In video games, you can force yourself to have a bunch of structure
I
fires.
mean, you're right about that. Sometimes it just takes a little while
Yeah.
for us to have a fire or something like that.
And sometimes, like the video games piss you off more than real life does.
Man, don't get me started
Call
on
of
that.
Duty or Apex or something like
Woo.
that. Fortnite.
Bunch of sweats on them games.
Well, you no kidding. That's why I don't even play them anymore hardly. Been
Yeah.
playing a lot of ghost hunting games. Phasmophobia, the other side. It's real fun.
I
But
don't know why, but I like to relax sometimes with a good hunting game.
I ain't played one of them in a while.
For some odd reason, I'll take the time to go hunting on a video game,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
man, I
yeah.
can't ever find the time to go hunting in real life because
Working
this
and exhausted.
career, you work so much.
Yeah.
You have to nowadays with the economy that we're in.
Oh yeah. And you know, with you living so far away, you probably have going back to like coping mechanisms and whatnot. So one perk I have working at Ruby so far away, that's an hour drive. You're by yourself.
Oh yeah,
You decompress and just chill out and like flip the switch that they always talk about.
I can be honest with you. That hour drive is it's a lot of time spent me with one on one with God.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got to have that decompression. Got to talk to Him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, got to have that faith centered life.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Without that, I do think in this career you will eventually fail.
Mm-hmm.
I would say probably, they say it, God, family, and the fire service. Uh, Having a faith-centered life, if you're religious, and then having a good family or, something you can come home to can really help you do this job. Because, like, talking about, and I want to say that EMS probably experiences burnout.
Oh yeah.
There's a larger percentage of them than the fire department, which
Mm-hmm.
bigger departments, they run a lot more calls than we do here. So they probably experience that. But I would say EMS is probably very large percentage experiencing burnout. If you don't have that, to go back to, unfortunately, a lot of people don't, but faith centered, that's good. Um, you work for the EMS side. How did you handle burnout? Kind of like the same way you talking about here, or you just
Honestly, the only reason I got burnt out there is because, and now I'm not gonna bash any department or any public private EMS, but sometimes it just gets to the point where you work, and there's nothing in return for you, and they expect you to go running on fumes.
Yep.
There've been some times at 2, 3 in the morning I'd be in Baton Rouge,
Mm-hmm.
and in Baton Rouge at 2, 3 in the morning with the city streets and the lights on, I'd have sunshades on because I'd be so tired.
Yeah.
I would be drinking 3 of those Red Bulls that were literally the twist top Red Bulls
Yeah.
in a 12-hour shift.
Yeah.
So at the age of 19, I started developing heart palpitations, and that's when I started cutting back. And
Mhm.
literally, I quit all energy drinks for quite some time. I got back on them. I don't know. I'd probably say a year or two ago. I found Ghost. Ghost is a semi-healthier energy drink for you.
Mhm.
Semi-healthier. Anything that's got that much caffeine, though, technically, is really not that good for your heart.
Well, it's got the L-carotene and
I mean, yeah, it has
whatever
all
that T
that.
word is.
I
Terratine.
would say probably like your Monsters and Red Bulls have way more chemicals in them,
Oh yeah.
and like I don't think I'd have to look into it, but
I,
like your Ghosts and stuff, it doesn't have as much as like the
well,
Monster and Red
actually, the
Bull.
white monsters, if you took all the chemicals and made it homemade, it's actually pretty healthy.
Yeah.
I thought you said though all them. So
Most of them, yes. But
It,
the white Monster, believe it or not, and you can't even really tell the flavor of what a white Monster is.
mhm.
no,
But a white Monster, I don't know what it's about a white Monster, but a white Monster is,
Especially the big ones with the twist top.
man,
weren't you telling me
it's
though?
hands
So
down.
they have initially they have 150 milligrams of caffeine,
They have
but with the chemicals and
it's
stuff,
equivalent to 300 milligrams caffeine, but the chemicals aren't bad for you like most stuff.
Yeah.
all right,
Uh,
I'll take your word for
you
it.
look at the
Okay,
ingredients list.
okay,
It's actually really healthy for you for a
okay.
white monster. Now the amount of energy and caffeine you get, probably not, but
No.
it it's better than drinking a rock star or a regular monster or a Red Bull.
And now we don't knock any of those energy
No,
drinks. It's just
they're
stuff
all
that we
good.
don't
We love
drink.
them.
Yeah.
We love those energy
It's
drinks.
stuff we don't
Well, I
drink.
don't know. I ain't never had a rock star, but
I
I've heard
haven't
they're
either,
decent.
or a Red Bull.
I've
But
had it all.
Yeah.
I've even had a red line, and I tell you that they say that that's like liquid meth.
Yeah.
It's like liquid meth.
C4 is really good too. It makes my
C4
skin
is good.
crawl.
C4 is hands down. It's really good.
Shotgun a C4 and then take a scoop of pre-workout.
It's a good pre-workout. You want a really high caffeine energy drink,
Mhm.
bucked up.
Yeah.
You're looking at almost 400 to 500 milligrams of
Yeah.
caffeine in one of those.
what's that? You were Dawson had left at Reindeer's Blood.
Oh my
Oh, the
gosh.
panda
You had
supplements.
like a
I don't
you
know
had a
what that.
scoop of that,
I
and you
don't.
said, "Whoa, son! You're out there
Yeah.
hitting a PR. I think you got a headache from it."
Yeah,
Lord.
yeah, I had a massive headache.
Panda supplements.
Whatever that was,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so
We've pretty much answered all these questions without even trying.
is pre-workout overhyped, or is it? Do you need it?
It helps with the motivational factor, we'll say.
You ready for
Yeah.
this? I think
Yes.
pre-workout is overhyped because technically you can take a supplement
Mm-hmm.
that gives you the energy that you're actually looking for without
yeah.
all the sugars and the crash.
Mm-hmm.
Like let's just take applesauce packs. You can actually use an applesauce pack and get that ATP that you're
Mhm.
actually looking for and the absorption that your body needs for a higher energy and more consumption rate
Mm-hmm.
than you can for the chemically induced with sugared pre-workout.
Yeah.
I've been looking at that because you drink coffee all day, then you drink
Mhm.
an energy drink for working out. I'm like, man, that's a lot of caffeine,
And
but
you
then you
don't go to sleep.
crash. Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah.
do go to sleep, but
You
Mhm.
don't sleep most of the time.
Yeah.
uh,
I pretty
let's.
much only took pre-workout just to give me the motivational factor of
It does give. I will. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of mixed feelings about this.
it's more of a mental thing.
If you need pre-workout to give you a good workout, then there's something wrong. But I don't really mess with it. But when I have, it has helped me
Yeah.
before.
I've talked to a lot of people that take pre-workout, and I've talked to a lot of people that use natural stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people that take pre-workout. A lot of their answers was, "I like the tingly feeling it gives me."
Yeah.
It's kind of like I imagine it like you get that like a crackhead getting that
Yeah,
first
like their
high.
first buzz.
Yeah.
You drink that white monster and your heart starts, and you
It's like
feel
your
it just
first
going
sip of
through your
coffee in the
veins.
morning. Yeah,
Uh,
it's different.
so we talked about you have. Let's talk about you talked about a serious call. Sorry, that caffeine's just. You talked about a serious call. Do you have a sort of humorous call maybe? We could talk about that grandma that ended up in the hole.
No.
That had a truckload of
Oh
alcoholic
man.
beverages.
Yeah, I don't.
That
I don't
wasn't
know
really
if
humorous, but
I
it
don't
was after the
know.
fact.
Yeah, I don't know if the traffic cone was there or not. They stated it wasn't there. There's a massive hole in the ground.
In the middle of the road.
We get there just to assist somebody because they're having trouble breathing.
Well, no. Well, yes, it was.
Yeah,
I'm
that was the
sorry.
call, trouble breathing.
Nothing
So we
else.
showed up with an engine and a pickup. That's it. We didn't show up with anything for rescue or
Yeah.
anything like that. So we ended up arriving on scene with less resources than we really needed. We called for some
Yeah.
resources, but nobody was really available to bring those resources.
Well, we
Yeah.
pull up, and I'm walking up. You were right behind me, and I'm walking up, and I'm like, I asked the officer, "What do we got?" And he points, and I look, and this car, this Suburban, right?
Yeah, it was a Suburban.
Suburban is sitting like this
Totally unstable.
in this hole. Half of it's in the hole, half of it's out. I don't know how she got like that because she drove into it, but then I guess she said hey, we in a hole, so she hit the gas and went like this. So she's sitting like this, very unstable, like
Mm.
Ryan said, and we do not have what we need. So we're kind of just trying to calm her down,
Improvise.
improvise.
We had to wait for a tow truck to get there while we talked to her to calm her down. In order for the tow truck to stabilize the vehicle, for us to make entry into the vehicle to get her out. And when we made entry into the vehicle, we discovered something really strange.
Mm.
I mean, this Suburban
Yeah.
was
The size of the trunk, right?
Yeah.
this Suburban from the rear seat
Uh huh.
to the hatchback was loaded down with nothing but cases of beer.
Heck yeah.
We were super surprised that thing did not end up in the hole because
I
the
think
hole
she
had to be
was
8 foot deep.
Man.
coming from a funeral or going to, I don't remember.
They said that they were going to have a funeral party.
It was definitely going to be a party.
Yeah.
Mm.
But it ended up, we got the tow truck there. They chained onto it, drug it up a little bit, got her out. It could have been definitely a lot worse than it.
Mm.
Oh yeah. Thank
It was
God
one of them
there.
calls that wasn't funny, right? Because you were like, what in the world did we just get into? And then we got back and we were like laughing about it.
Yeah. A little
And it was
frustrating in the moment.
and it
It
was one of
was.
those that came in at like 1 o'clock in the morning. You're going for
Oh.
trouble breathing.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
you
gotta
you're
love
not
that.
you're not told anything about a vehicle in a hole. At
Yeah.
that point, we'd have brought the ladder truck for stabilization.
Gotta love dispatch.
And then, we get the vehicle out and there's like a bunch of people surrounding. So you're just waiting for one of them to just fall into this hole.
Yeah.
Because it was, what'd you say? It's like probably
It's probably 8 foot deep.
8 foot deep,
It may have been
Jeez.
deeper than that.
10 foot wide, probably. I mean,
Gotta
it
love,
was
gotta love
interesting call.
dispatch.
Replacing a large water main that had busted.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That was an interesting night. I think we made coffee after that.
Oh yeah, we did.
Probably.
Most definitely. Because we were like, man, how do you go to sleep after that kind of adrenaline rush? You show up for someone with trouble breathing, you get there, and yeah, they're having trouble breathing because they're dangling in a hole.
Yeah. It'd be hard for me to breathe too.
Yeah, the concrete and the asphalt was the only thing that was holding that car up because the car door was
Hmm.
barely open, sitting
Yeah.
on it, and that's what was keeping it stabilized.
Dang.
That was literally the only thing keeping it stabilized.
She got lucky.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like I said, we pretty much answered everything indirectly.
We talked about it, yeah.
As you look back on your career, what is something, before I was rudely interrupted, as you look back on your life personally, what is something that has changed about your mannerisms or how you think about stuff or whatever because of this job?
I would say being in this career, and this is hard to kind of say, you got to mature a little bit quicker than your age
Yeah.
because immaturity in this career can either get you killed, get you hurt, or get someone else killed or hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be respectful, like I said,
Yeah.
kind, courteous. There may be these calls that you go to the same house, the same address for the
Same apartment.
same thing all the time. You go in with a smile,
Yep.
ask them how their day's going when you just saw them 20 minutes ago, and
Customer
just
service with a smile.
exactly. It's what it boils down to is courteous and kind to people.
Yeah.
Don't
But
going back to burnout. 'Cause
yeah.
You can definitely, and we've seen it before.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah, there used to be a paramedic here that he would almost refuse to come to calls.
just about.
Yeah.
Show up and refuse.
He'd get out with a tablet and immediately, all right, sign here so I can leave.
And I mean, I don't know how long he'd been doing it, but you just gotta try to keep that warmness, I guess.
Yeah.
That humanity about you.
And that comes back to your face-centered life.
Because it can be very easy to be
It can be very easy to blow your
Hard.
top at 2 in the morning
cold-hearted, yeah.
when you get called for another lift assist or someone stumped their toe or someone's been sick for 3 weeks, but now they want to go to the hospital at 3 in the morning. you
Oh,
don't
yes.
know what's going on during them times. So you go in and what's going
What's
on?
up?
How can
How
I
are
help
you?
you? You know.
Oh yeah, that's like I got called for a lift assist. Older man. I've been to their house a couple times for him and his wife. And by the time I got there, the daughter and the granddaughter, who were both nurses at Cabrini, done got him up, checked him out. He's good to go, but they still want him to go get checked out. And even though I'm, a little frustrated that they called us and he's pretty much already taken care of and he's refusing treatment, uh, still went through the steps, checked him out, was nice as can be, and I knew his name, so I was like, "Yeah, all right, Mister, stay still for me." And the granddaughter's like, "Oh, he knows his name," and I'm like, "Yeah, I've been here a few times."
Yeah.
And she goes, "Huh? I guess we're going to invite you to the family get together." I was like, "Sure, I'll be there."
Yeah, when you get on a first name basis with your patient,
Oh
you've been
yeah,
there a couple times.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, those were some good experiences.
I will say every experience is different. Even if
Hmm.
it's the same person, it's a different experience every single time. You got to look at the positives.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of negatives, but you got to take and find those minute positives,
Hmm.
and that kind of keeps you going.
That's like a frequent flyer we used to have here before Josh started over there by
Oh
the ball fields.
man, yeah.
Yeah. But it got to the point where I actually liked going
I
there.
know she was really
Yeah,
nice.
her brother was a little pain to deal with, but
Yeah,
she was nice as can be.
I
Kind of
mean,
like it was annoying over here on
oh yeah,
South Jones.
yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
They were one
Oh
of the
yeah, yeah,
best.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, they
yeah.
were really chill,
Oh
and
yeah.
it wasn't bad to go over there. I
No.
mean, it was annoying.
it was annoying to get woke up it felt like every hour almost just to go over there to pick somebody up or to
Yeah.
carry them up the stairs because they
Yeah.
couldn't walk.
They
But
were really chill
Oh yeah.
people.
they were really really nice family, so
Really nice to come and run a call on for.
no
Yeah.
issues with that.
I felt bad when he passed away.
I did too,
Yeah,
honestly. He was
It was nice.
yeah, he was one of the nicest ones
Now the
I've ever
ones you
been
go
on.
to and they're always a pain to deal with, it's like,
Man,
okay,
it could be
it's
a little
like
harder.
someone's got to give.
it's like you want me to curse you out now or later,
Right.
but I'm trying to be the nicest person that I
Yeah.
can possibly be. You know that face-centered life, but
Hmm.
And that's where you
sometimes
Yeah.
just
sometimes you got to walk over that line and be like, "Look, I've had
Yeah.
enough of this.
got to be a little firm with them.
You call
Like
one more
when
time."
that guy rears back to hit you,
Oh
and
man.
you said, "Hold up, Hoss,
Yeah.
we ain't playing this game.
That's
We
why
just
Josh
come
carries a
back
coffee
here."
cup in his bunker gear.
Yeah. So if I had to pick a funny funny call, that would be one of my funny calls.
Oh
Had an
yeah.
old World War II veteran. The guy he had dementia and stuff like that. Me and my shift partner, before we got up at, I think it was 4 o'clock in the morning. We were both dead to the world. He said, she said Wren Street, right? I was like, yeah, absolutely. No, not Wren, Laurel. He goes, okay, Laurel. So we said, is that gonna be North Laurel or South Laurel? And then dispatch hollers at us and says, such and such Wren Street. I was like, okay, well, I guess we're going to Wren Street. So we get there, we tell them we're on scene, and dispatch is hollering at us. So we're like, you know what? We're not talking to dispatch no more.
Yeah.
We turned the
Yeah.
radio off and set it on the dash. I get in there. This old man's got a mouthful of tobacco, saying that he's having trouble breathing. I put him on a pulse ox. I start
Mhm.
talking to him, asking the normal questions.
Yeah.
I said, well, sir, how you feel? How's your breathing? And the exact words out of him was, well, son, you see that little device you put on my finger? I said, yes, sir. He said, well, what's it saying? Ain't it supposed to tell you how I'm feeling? I was like, yes, sir, I guess it is, but how are you feeling? He said, look here, mouth. Come here. Come here, mouth. I was like, who, me? Yeah, you get over here. And I leaned down. He said, I ought to punch you in the mouth, son.
Good night.
I said, sir, I'm just trying to check. He's like, well, don't you ask me another question. You look at that machine. I was like, yes, sir. Whatever you want. Ambulance got there. I said, good luck. He's yours because
Have fun.
this old World War II veteran is about to swing on me.
Yeah.
Again, customer service with a smile.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's some things you can't make it up.
Just got to roll with it.
Literally.
Adapt and overcome.
Absolutely.
So coming down, kind of winding down, at the end of your career, however long that may be, wherever you're at, like how do you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered as the guy that helped the people, helped the community, helped the fireman that's coming up because
Mhm.
there's a lot of them nowadays. And I got into the service around that time. You're not really a mechanic.
Yeah.
You're not really inclined for these tools.
Yeah.
But when you got on the job at the age I was, And the year I got in, you were
Mhm.
expected to know all that.
Oh yeah.
Nowadays, there's so much technology, and kids these days don't really know hardly
Mhm.
anything. They chat GPT, Perplexity, Google, all that stuff
Yeah.
to figure out their problems. I mean, you got no knock to some nurses, but you got some nurses out there that sit in the thing and like, well, what's your symptoms? And they're talking to a tablet, and chat GPT's pulling up what to treat you, and you're like, I'm gonna die. So this is gonna be great.
Yeah.
But
You have to bring nurses into it.
literally, you gotta be willing to teach.
Yeah.
You gotta be willing
Be a
to,
mentor.
yeah, be a mentor, be passionate,
Mm-hmm.
sit back and breathe, because you gotta take a breath. Because some of these people, they'll drive you insane. You teach them, you teach them, you teach them.
Quit looking at me.
No,
Hey,
you
you
gotta
teach
slow
them,
down.
you teach them. No, actually, this one he caught on quick. Really, really, really good
Except
guy.
for hydrants.
Well, you know,
Shut up.
we catch them every now and then.
Yeah.
We catch him or we don't catch him.
We catch the concrete curbs too every now and then. It just jumped up and bit him like a
Yeah.
tombstone.
We've already talked about
That's
this.
okay, man. Hey, look, I backed into the station with the door open. So
We've all had our mistakes.
if you haven't had a mistake and you're in the fire service, then are you really in the fire service?
I mean, when the rescue got given to us, I was the first one to wreck it. Technically, it wasn't my fault. The guy backed into me, but
hey,
yeah,
accidents happen.
sometimes.
But back to it. There's so much knowledge in this career, and they call it the fireman's toolbox.
Mm-hmm.
Always stack your toolbox with anything that you can find, good or bad, because some scenarios are, well, actually, all scenarios are never the same. You can pick from the bad and train on that to put towards the good
Yep.
to make sure that scenario, even though it may totally be different,
Mm-hmm.
at least you have semi of a game plan.
Yep.
Your first 5 minutes, your pre-plans, your
Yep.
stuff like that. There's a lot of training involved. There's a lot of knowledge that can be obtained. One thing that I would give to new recruits or new firefighters coming in is anytime you're offered a class,
Yep.
take it.
Yep.
Further that knowledge, further it more than what you really expect to. Don't
Mhm.
just go because
Department told you to.
the department told you to or it's a pay raise.
Yep.
I got that cert because it's a pay raise. Well, I just went and took a test for instructor 2,
Mm-hmm.
passed it. There was a lot of guys in the class, and I was asking them, well, what cert you taking?
Yeah.
Well, it was a lot of those certs that they were taking. I asked them, well, how come you taking that? Well, I'm only taking that because I get a pay raise.
Yeah.
Well, if you're taking it because you get a pay raise, are you really obtaining the material and learning it?
Absolutely.
Because NFPA is just the regular standard. I mean,
The
it's
minimum.
the bare minimum.
Yep.
Bare minimum standard. So
gotta
if you
build on
learn
it.
that and you pass the test, you
Mhm.
learn to pass the test. But you still got to take that knowledge, further it,
Oh yeah.
and continue to learn more. You never stop learning. And in this career, if you ever do feel like you know everything,
Time to go.
please retire, because you're either going to get yourself killed or someone else killed.
Yep.
And there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
You gotta,
When you think you know it all, that's it.
Yep. You got to continuously be teachable.
Absolutely. Teachable and like clay, moldable.
Yeah.
Always adapting. We make split
Oh,
second
Talking
decisions.
about actual clay.
Yeah, like actual clay.
Never mind.
Actual clay.
Alright.
Not clay like you know.
Yeah.
Clay that is actually adapting, moldable, because like I said, every scenario we go to is totally different.
Oh yeah. You won't never go to the same fire
No,
or the same medical or.
it may look like the same fire.
Yep.
There's going to be similar things, but
Yep.
there's going to be a lot of things that are different.
Absolutely. Everything's different.
Always. In this service, it's ever evolving.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about fire, but the medical is the same way. I
Yep.
mean, they're working on tests for CPR with using your foot on the chest.
I've
Yeah, they're
seen
actually
that.
working on that
Yep.
because they say your leg will get less fatigued than your arms will doing
Yep.
your 30 to 2.
I want to say
I think it's going to be frowned upon if we're standing over the patient and the family
Yeah.
members are there and you got your leg on them stomping their chest. I don't think that's going to go over very well,
I mean,
but
they already teach you when you walk up. You know, hey, are you okay? And kick them.
yeah. No, they don't teach you that.
I will say
Oh,
the
I did.
Lucas device is really nice.
Oh yeah,
If
absolutely.
you have one, y'all know. I mean,
If you got 2 people on scene and you have a Lucas, you got 3 people on scene.
Yes. Having
Having
to.
just 3 people on scene of a coach is nice.
It is nice. You got your IV pole,
Yeah.
typically the tall guy,
Yeah.
or your chest compression guy,
Like one
typically the
time,
guy just pumping the chest.
me and Charlie had a code, and it was me, Charlie, Senior, and we were sitting there. Me and Senior were working them, and Charlie was working the bag, and then they showed up with 2 ambulances, 4 people. You had
Hey,
Juicy,
that's what I'm talking about.
Robin, Joey, and some other new EMT that they had just hired. I went and helped Juicy. We did IV and pushed meds. Joey stood there and counted compressions. The new EMT did compressions. Charlie stood to the side. Senior did the bag, and Robin worked the monitor. It was nice.
That's
It is always nice to have
how it
extra
should
hands.
be, but
Yeah.
not
Sometimes
everybody
when
wants to
you're
do this.
sometimes when you're low staffed, that's just
It's just how it is.
you got to work with what you got.
Oh,
Gotta
yeah.
do what you
That's
gotta do.
where training comes into play.
Mm-hmm.
Practice like you play.
Yeah.
Because if you don't and you prepare
Work
to fail,
hard, train
then
harder.
fail you will.
Yep.
I sound like Yoda, but you know.
Muscle memory. I mean, it's like with me. I will say I used to be bad about not putting safety vest on. So I got to the point where no matter what the call was or what the training was, if I wasn't in turnout gear, I had a safety vest on because I created that muscle memory.
Yeah.
And then another habit is I make sure when I'm doing my truck checks in the morning, the safety vest is right there on the dash in my view, so I know to grab it. And also sometimes I'll put it on before I even leave the station, like I put my turnout gear on before I leave the station.
And that's actually a good mindset to have because as much as we hate the safety vest,
Yeah,
the safety vest can save your life.
it can.
You typically don't want to be out in the middle of the road. We're going to throw that back on the Blue Canaries. That's supposed to be PD's job. They're traffic control. We're typically patient care / scene and hazardous control.
Yeah.
We're not traffic control whatsoever. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Well, we do have a big old truck with blinky lights that.
Everybody likes to hit though,
Well,
Yeah.
because they're too busy staring at the blinky lights than
Yeah.
to pay attention to go around.
Yep.
Nosy people.
Yeah. That's y'all just pay attention to driving. Quit, trying to see what we're doing.
Yeah.
Hey,
Slow down.
for the love of God, please stop texting and driving. When I'm driving or riding in the engine, sitting in the captain's seat, and I look over, and I got 2 lanes of traffic beside me, and when you look in there, everybody's
Text.
looking down, texting and driving.
Yep.
Or you're trying to get somewhere running code, and there's a car in front of you,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not noticing you, and
Yeah.
they finally pull over, and you look, and they got their phone in their hand. It's like, what are you doing? Pay attention.
What is so important that your life is that risky?
Yeah. Like I had a call the other day, and I was going down Old Marksville Highway, blaring lights and sirens because I had to go across the district. State trooper was in front of me, driving the speed limit, but he would not move over for me to pass him. He stayed in front of me for about a half a mile or so before he finally moved over. I was like, oh my goodness. I had the air horn, siren going. Dude would not move over.
The only thing I can probably say on that is he's either working on his DXT, looking at that computer when he's supposed to be driving, or, well, sometimes they just don't want to.
They don't care.
I'm bigger than you, though, so you're either going to get out of my way or I'm going to push you.
Yeah,
That
big
that
chrome
is-
bumper is easy push guard.
That is my motto. If you're going to be in my way and I'm actually headed to a life-threatening call,
Yeah.
sorry, you're going to get pushed out of the way.
That's why I like a Q. Q, it's right there in their face, and it's screaming as loud as it can. It's better than a siren.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Sometimes you don't even need a siren. If you're going to a good working fire, just hit the Q. Q and the air horn.
Yeah.
Get out of my way.
Or even a lift assist.
Sometimes if you've been there 100 million times already,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's some calls we talk about where you just go constantly all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Josh, anything else?
I can't think of anything.
Honestly, I will say this Megalodonut is solid.
It's pretty
It's
good.
really solid.
It is. It's a solid coffee.
Yeah.
Check it out. Bones Coffee Company.
Absolutely.
Maybe one day we could say use code coffee in calls. But,
Sponsor us. Hint, hint.
but yeah. So as we wrap up, anything else, Josh? You got anything?
I don't
Yeah.
have anything.
Yeah, like y'all said at the end
Unless
of
you can think of something.
No.
Okay.
My brain stopped working this morning.
Yeah.
Mine stopped working probably, I don't know, 7 days ago, and I haven't slept since then, it seems like.
Yeah, yeah.
Every time I try to get some sleep, either somebody's blowing up my phone or I'm running calls.
Look, I just thought of it. I'm like that meme that was big popular for a little while this morning. Shabba-wee, shabba-wee.
Yeah. I haven't seen my house in 5 days.
I saw mine today for a little bit.
You saw it driving by, probably.
I'll see it today and tomorrow, and then I won't see it again for a few days. About a week.
I'll be off tomorrow, thank God.
It's always nice to be off. But with that, appreciate everybody tuning in, following us on this journey as we continue to grow. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. All our platforms we're on: YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and any other platform out there where podcasts can be viewed or listened to. And we'll see you next time.
Remember, stay safe, stay sharp, stay caffeinated. See y'all later.